My beautiful friends, hello. I hope you're having a good day. I wanted to come on and do a reading because I wasn't here yesterday. I know I posted a reading yesterday, but I had filmed it the day before. And yesterday was my youngest set of twins' birthday, so I spent all day hanging out with them. And we watched I watched The Princess Bride with one of my kids, and it was great. It was great. Maybe that movie is symbolic. Anyway, I wanted to come on and do a reading for you. So we're going to look at what your energy is right now and we'll go from there. So I'm feeling some high vibrations. So maybe you are feeling high vibrations or some happiness. We'll see. We'll see what's going on with you. So I'm going to start with this deck, but I only want to get a few from this deck. And then I'm going to switch to a different deck. So main collective, what's going on? Thank you for all your beautiful comments on that last reading. We have fire, so maybe you're feeling the fire in your belly, right? We have lessons moving forward, ascension. Maybe you got burned one too many times, right? Maybe you learned an important lesson here, Phoenix energy. Lessons moving forward. So maybe you're learning an important lesson that's allowing you to ascend even further. Holding back. All right, so let's see what's going on with you. Main collective, your energy, your beautiful energy. Release. Oh my gosh, I knew it. Move on, let go, trusting your angels, self-love. Happiness is right underneath. That's what I was feeling. Releasing, moving on, let go, and trusting your angels. So releasing what no longer serves you, learning the lesson, right? Not burning yourself. I am happy when my friends and family meet their goals. That's beautiful. And that's the type of energy that you should have around you. Friends and family that want to see you succeed, right? Are proud of you when you're succeeding. Beautiful. Maybe you're releasing anybody who's not in that energy, right? Again, perhaps you've burned yourself one too many times here, learning important karmic lessons, releasing what no longer serves you when there's resistance, when there's tension, when it triggers that wounded part of you, I'm hearing. Maybe you're learning to release it, learning karmic lessons, right? Self-love, going within and treating yourself. Beautiful, beautiful. I had a feeling. I've got a feeling. Music could be symbolic. I was feeling like really high vibrational energy getting ready for this reading. So happiness, enjoyment, kindness, security, right? Releasing what no longer makes you happy. If there's situations, relationships in your life, jobs where I'm thinking about that holding back card where you feel like you have to hold back or you can't be your vulnerable self. You're releasing it, right? When it's aligned with you, it'll feel, I was talking about this the other day, when it's aligned with you, it'll feel magnetic. It'll bring happiness and fulfillment. And when we are working on our happiness and fulfillment, right, we do outgrow situations, people, and then we call in higher vibrational things. Love it. Love it. You could be releasing toxicity in your life, I'm hearing, or toxic patterns, negative emotional patterns that you've been stuck in. I'm going to confirm these, but this is a beautiful start. Release and self-love. Solitude. I'm just going to take the one I see. New perspective in solitude. Alone, quiet, non-action, new perspective, look at it differently and change. Beautiful. So again, I feel like when something doesn't feel aligned with you, right? When your body goes into self-protection, when you are feeling triggered in certain energies, right? Bree was talking about this yesterday. It's something that we've been discussing. We don't discuss our collectives, but we've been discussing energy and how when something triggers that part of us where we feel like we can't be our authentic self or we feel like we have to wear a mask, it means it's not in alignment with us. It means there's distorted energy. Distorted energy feeds distorted energy, or lower vibrational energy feeds lower vibrational energy. And if you are focused on self-love, happiness, fulfillment, when you're around lower vibrational energy, it wouldn't feel aligned with you, right? So new perspective, beautiful. Embracing self is what I'm hearing. One more. Well, let's get two more. Mirroring. Interesting. And then Spirit closed the deck, one more. All right. So that's actually one of the reasons I wanted to see what cards came out here. So you're mirroring with someone right now. See them as if they are you, right? So that's what I was just talking about. Everyone's a mirror, right? So if you're if you're around people who are in lower vibrational energy or triggering that lower vibrational energy within you, triggering your wounds, triggering your survival patterns, I'm hearing, it means that it's not aligned, right? They're in distorted energy, you're in distorted energy. The same can be said for mirroring. I'm gonna get back to what that card says, but the same thing can be said for when you call in something that's truly in alignment with you. They mirror back to you the same wholeness, the same perspective, the same, how can I put that? Like if you were in a higher vibrational energy, if you were in that energy of self-love, right, and being your authentic self, you'd be calling in, or when it's aligned with you, right, the right person, the right connection will be mirroring that back to you. They will also be supportive, right? We saw that supportive drop down. They will also have self-love. You'll be able to be vulnerable with them, not mask, right? But this is important because in this deck, this card is one that I've allocated towards the journey, right? The counterpart journey. And from what I'm seeing, whoever you are, I think you're on that journey and you're having a new perspective about it, right? Look at them as if they are you. So if you're truly on this journey, this person would be mirroring everything you're doing on your journey. And that's why I haven't, like myself, I was not one who would consume a lot of tarot, right? And I always told you guys that, like, I always told you, be careful not to consume too much, find readers that you align with, and sometimes we outgrow readers when we're on different parts of our journey, right? But it's been a long time since I was in that tarot loop, right? Bree's the only one I watch now, and really it's just to learn. But there's actually, if you're truly on this journey, yes, we all go through that period of longing and wanting to know what they're doing. But you don't need to know what they're doing. If you're truly on this journey, if you're truly mirroring them, you need to trust in your journey and trust that whatever you're focusing on, they are focusing on. So Bree was talking about this yesterday a little bit, and I'm going to see if I can explain it. I'm still processing it. So for example, if you have a lot of karmic energy around you, if you are stuck in karmic loops, karmic energy, calling in people who trigger you, calling in people where you need to stay small, where you're afraid to be your authentic self, that are in lower vibrational energy, even like getting stuck in that tarot loop that we talk about, that's karmic energy, that's karmic debris. And now, Bree, she lives rent-free in my head. That reminds me, lessons wanted to come out as well, learning important karmic lessons. But when I first cut the deck, the first card I saw was third party, but it wasn't, now I need to find it. Okay, I did see a card pop out. I'm not going to mention it until I see what the rest of this reading is about. But when I first cut the deck, where is that card? It's pink. There it is, third party. Another lifetime confusion. Someone's vacuuming, hopefully it's not distracting. So third party, another lifetime confusion, past life issue, soul contract, Mercury retrograde, right? It's just coming to an end. Then there's the post-shadow period. But maybe during this period, you've been learning important lessons. You know, this third party interference, this is what I'm talking about, right? So you could have had a lot of karmic debris, or you could have had a lot of karmic energy around you, lessons that you were meant to be learning, right? And again, a lot of the time, again, I don't feel like I need to tell this collective, but I'm seeing the importance of getting out of that tarot loop, right? When you're watching those readings that are like 20 minutes long and the reader does not tap into your energy, that's feeding your codependency, that's feeding. Like, think about it. Why do you need to know what this person is doing? Why do you need to know how they feel about you if you're trusting in your heart that you're on this journey? And even if you're not on this journey, why do you need the validation that someone's hurting over you, right? You should be focused on self. But anyway, my point is that oftentimes on this journey, right, we see third party, we see karmic, and it immediately goes to them. Oh, they have a karmic, they have a karmic, they have a karmic. If they have a karmic, it means we have karmic lessons around us, and they're usually in the form, it can be love, but it can also be friendship, it can be coworkers, it can be people you hire, it can be I said coworkers already, it can be family, right? So if it doesn't feel energetically aligned, if you are connecting with anyone and you feel that protection come over you, you feel resistance, you feel like you have to convince them of your worth, or you have to be very careful about what you say, it means they're in distorted energy, and something within you is in distorted energy. And they'll just feed that distorted energy. Hopefully that's making sense. So this mirroring, it says, look at them as if they are you, right? So instead of blaming, right? That's the thing. Bree was saying, take the face away from it and see it as energy. Take the face away, whoever it is, and see it as energy, right? Instead of going outside of ourselves and blaming, oh, they're doing this and they're doing that. Look at them as if they are you. I'm seeing this. What is it reflecting back to me inside of me that I need to heal, or I need to stop putting up with, right? Or what distorted energy is still within me that I would stay in this situation, or I would hide my authentic truth. Hope it'll make sense to the right person. I know it. So there's a reason for everything. I did grab a certain deck that I'm going to use in a minute. No, I'm going to use it first. So I did grab the mirror oracle. I grabbed the mirror oracle. True love. The Princess Bride. I had such a good time watching that with my daughter. We spent the whole movie like reenacting it as it was happening. We had the captions on, and I was like, I know it by heart. She doesn't, so she was reading the captions, but we were doing the voices, and it was so much fun. True love. Right? When it's the right type of love, it'll feel aligned. You won't have, your nervous system will feel safe, right? You'll feel it. You'll feel comfortable opening up. You'll feel that connection, whether it is a friend, whether it is a soulmate, whether it is your person. Right? So that's what I mean. We don't actually have to look at your person's energy because you're mirroring them. So see them as if they are you. Not that it matters, because we're focusing on you. And when it's the right time for you and this person to come together, you'll feel it. Whatever you feel when you get that message or when you run into them, If you feel triggered, if you feel anger, if you feel resentment, if you feel scared, if you feel like you need to mask, it means you're both still in distorted energy. So it won't work. You won't be able to come together. You won't be able to find that common ground. You won't. And that's when you should be reflecting. They are triggering something within me. They're coming in maybe masked. They're a reflection of me. So where am I still masking, or what is this triggering within me? It's not the right time, right? If you have to overthink and play games and I'm not going to message back for like 2 hours and, oh, they're being guarded, so I'm going to be guarded. That's distorted energy. When it's in alignment, you'll feel it. I can use the example of Brie, right? You know, you're on this journey. So you know how it feels when you first activate with this person and you feel that soul connection, you feel the telepathy, you feel the magic, you feel that soul spark energy. And then, of course, we start getting triggered. The wounds come up. There's separation. Anyway, sometimes there's repeated roundabouts to learn these lessons. On this journey, Spirit will continue to send you lessons in other meat suits, in other situations. So think about it. If there's karmic energy in your life through friends, through family, through coworkers, whatever it is, it's probably something similar to what was being triggered within your mirroring connection here, your counterpart connection. But anyway, when you truly align with soul, true love doesn't just have to be romantic love. When you truly align with someone, like if you are full of self-love, if you are in balance, if you are in wholeness, you align with someone, same frequency, you feel it. You don't feel that, oh, what if I can't be vulnerable? I'm not saying you won't feel triggered. Those triggers will come. But it's similar to the magic you feel when you're first activated, right? Like thinking of each other at the same time, or just this morning I sent Brie a song and it was I Love You, Hey, Michael something. Anyway, it's a really upbeat song. And I screenshot the part that I wanted to send to Brie as a message. And it said, but I know this, I love you, yes, I love you. And as I was typing it and sending her the screenshot, I hope you don't mind I'm telling them this, Brie. She sent me a voice message as I hadn't sent this yet. And she sent me a voice message and she was like, oh, I'm coming back. I'm just doing a reading, but I just wanted you to know, I love you, I love you, I love you. And at the same time, I was messaging her, I love you, yes, I love you. That's what I mean about magic. I hope I'm making sense. It's very similar to the activation you feel with this person in the very beginning, right? That's how you know it's aligned. I'm not saying magical synchronicities have to happen, but they probably will happen if it's aligned with you. But you'll feel it, right? Your armor, your little shadow self won't come up. It'll feel safe. It's why it's so important on this journey to keep growing and keep ascending and release what is no longer aligned with you, because it's keeping you tied down, right? And your body will tell you if it's the right time or not with anybody. Anyway, that was a really long, let's get into your reading. Wrong timing, exactly. If there's resistance, if you get a message or you're dealing with someone and it sends you into that shadow self, that overthinking, afraid to say stuff, afraid to be vulnerable, wrong timing. Still distorted energy. So what do you need to reflect on? Anyway. I know let's not count our chickens before they hatch. But I had a feeling it was going to be a good one. Yeah, we have triggered on the bottom, and soulmate. A soulmate will not trigger you. And people are going to disagree with me. I can just hear it. We talk about this all the time. We call in people who are meant to reflect back to us what we still need to heal, right? And to reflect, why are we still attracted to that energy? Why do we stay small? Why do we shrink ourselves? Why do we hold on if it's not truly in alignment with us? So, soulmate, like I was just talking about this with the example of Brie, right? A soulmate, there's a reason why people who have been on this journey for a while, or people who think they're on this journey and are not, say like, screw this journey, I'm going to call in a soulmate, right? Soulmate energy is different than karmic energy. Soulmate energy, you feel that connection. I'm not talking about this. There's a sense of ease. There's a sense of flow. Like, think about the Two of Cups. You can be vulnerable. You can be heartfelt. It's mutual energy, mutual exchange, right? If it's triggering you, if it's triggering something within you, if it's making you repeat patterns, it's karmic energy, not soulmate. Does that make sense? Gut feeling. Follow your gut feeling. This is magic. Magic. Right? Bottom of the deck, we have triggered, we have soulmate, and we have gut feeling. Anybody who brings this out in you, karmic lesson. Karmic lesson. So what does your gut first tell you, right? With a soulmate, with someone who's aligned with you, if it is the right timing, you'll feel that sense of ease. You'll feel vulnerable, right? You won't be protecting yourself. I mean it. I mean it. Gut feeling, your gut feeling, within like 5 seconds, you have to figure out what your gut feeling is. After that, we start to overthink and we start to overanalyze, and that's ego, right? That's distorted energy. So what does your gut feeling tell you? If it's the right time, gut feeling, you'll feel safe. You'll feel vulnerable, right? I hope I'm not I hope I'm not confusing you. Soul recognition on the top. You'll feel it. And I think, like, I was rewatching my reading yesterday about when something feels triggering, when you're back in that space of like unspoken feelings, needing to like overanalyze about what you're going to say, afraid to speak up, afraid to speak your truth. And I was saying, it's so hard to see the lesson and what to do. And do you do this? Do you tell, like, what do you do? It's easy. It's not aligned with you. You walk away. Right? The right energy, whoever it is, we're not just talking about love. You'll feel that connection. I'm not talking about us like that. I'm talking about you'll feel that click, right? There won't be that resistance. And when it's truly aligned with you, especially if you are in a higher vibration and full of self-love and coming into wholeness, with the right person, with the right energy at the right time, you'll both be okay being vulnerable. Neither one of you will want to hurt each other. It's not defensive. It's not, you take accountability, right? Oh, what song is that? My neighbors are having a pool party again. Can you hear it? I hope you can hear it. Do, 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 do. It's that song. I know, you guys don't know what I'm talking about. What song is that? Maybe I can Shazam it. Hang on. So when I did that, it started playing a sound clip, Quiet Comfort, right? It'll feel comfortable when it's the right time. Anyway, whatever song it was, they stopped playing it as soon as I hit stop. It was like, the way you talk, the way you understand me, whatever that song is. Do do do. No, I'm done. I can't. Stop. Spirit says stop it. Anyway, I think I've said what I'm talking about. And right, we make it so complicated. We go into like overthinking and overanalyzing, and when it's just like, listen to your gut, it's not aligned with you. right? If something doesn't feel aligned with you, let it go, because it's just holding you down. I'm seeing this thing that I sent Bree about. It's like somebody walking up the stairs and they have all these things. They have all these people tethered to them, and they're trying to ascend, and all these like people are tethered to them and they can't fully ascend, so they start unclipping the tethers. And the tethers doesn't just have to be 111 when I said that. The tethers don't just have to be people. It can be mindsets, like lack mindset or obsession or you get it. You get it. But again, instead of saying, oh, this person's just this and they're just that, like I don't want to talk about people being avoidant anymore, right? Or being a runner, because they're meant to be showing us something within us. We're not meant to be blaming them. We're meant to be surrendering it and learning the lesson anyway. So we're going to get this deck. Release. What are you releasing? Interesting. We have manifest. Oh, we have twin flame here. We have twin flame. I welcome new opportunities. Twin flame. Yeah, I knew it. So you're releasing control. You're releasing them. And that's when the magic happens, right? Again, and I'm not trying to... It's not that I'm abandoning the community. It's not that I'm not doing love readings. We're changing the way we're doing love readings to empower you, to get you out of karmic situations, and to, if you really are on the journey, to help guide you through the journey so it doesn't take years and years and years. That's why we're doing this, right? So you letting go, trusting your angels, you're moving forward with or without them. You're releasing maybe the label, right? Trusting. There comes a point, and I used to do readings like this all the time. There comes a point where you have to get off the fence, right? The people who sit on the fence, maybe they're my counterpart, maybe they're just a karmic, maybe they're this, maybe they're that, right? Just release it. If it really is them, if you really are a divine, you will ascend. You will learn the lessons, you will ascend, you will come into wholeness, you will find your purpose, you will find your mission. And if you truly are counterparts, they will be going through the same thing. And you don't need to know about it. You don't need to watch a reading to see how they're feeling about you. Do you know what really matters? This journey is about you. What really matters is how you feel about yourself. And again, imagine thinking someone is your counterpart and watching readings for years and years and years, all about them, and they're just a karmic and it keeps you stuck in a loop. Yes, twin flames are meant to teach us karmic lessons. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about karmics that you're meant to make different choices. You're meant to learn a lesson and then release them, right? Karmic energy, clearing karmic debris. That love heart, that emoji with love heart eyes. That's me. We have manifesting. So maybe you're releasing manifestation, right? Like, I always used to say, release the face on what you're manifesting and manifest the energy. Don't manifest a specific person. Manifest the energy that you want to manifest in. Maybe you're someone who listened to like subliminals, you know, or did like scripting to bring a certain person back, to bring this twin flame back, right? When you do that, you can keep calling in the distorted energy, right? Because you're not allowing it time to heal. You're manipulating the energy when you do that, right? You're manipulating it. You're trying to control the energy by listening to those subliminals. And again, it's not that I'm against tarot, but if it's just feeding your validation wound, you're going to stay stuck. Anyway, so you're releasing maybe manipulating the energy, thinking that you can manifest this back and not do anything, right? You have to accept the journey, or you have to, oh my goodness. You have to, again, you're either in or you're out, right? Like no one can confirm for you if you are on this journey except yourself, your gut feeling. And if you're truly on this journey, you'll hit a point where you surrender. You'll hit a point where you realize it's about you. You'll hit a point where you're working on your mission and your purpose. Right? You're trusting your angels. This is part of your soul contract. Do you think in your soul contract, like I hate to say this, I'm going to say it because I'm hearing it. Do you think in your soul contract, Spirit has, you're going to sit and be stuck on a tarot loop and remain in limbo for years and years and years? No, that's not part of your soul contract. Part of your soul contract is to release it and to trust yourself, trust the divine, right? And again, the people who are like releasing it in anger, I don't know if you're actually a twin flame. Or like, I don't know if you're actually on the journey, because this journey is about unconditional love. It starts with self. But the people who are like, I'm done with this journey, F this journey, like I'm done with it. They're a narcissist, they're this, they're that, meh, meh, meh. That is not releasing. That's not true release and acceptance. That's blame. That's distorted energy, and you're going to stay stuck. All right. Self-love. Self-love. It's funny because Bree said it last night. For 3 hours, she was like sending me, like she was having a download and we were discussing energy, and I deserve to be healthy. And healthy energy around you, right? Healthy not just in the body, but around you. If you continue to accept that triggering karmic energy, how are you going to ascend? How are you going to have a happy, healthy life, right? Surround yourself with people you love, who love you, who support you. Anyway, Bree said it to me. She said, it'll come out. It'll come out in one of your readings. It'll just trust yourself. It'll come out as a channel. And it is right now. All right. Self-love. Self-love. And you know what? Ascending. Yeah. You know what I realized watching that reading last night? Because I rewatched my own reading because I was really upset when I filmed it. And a lot of you were resonating with what it was about. But somebody said it in a comment. Who cares if people leave? And you're right. Who cares? And maybe that's what you're going through in your life. I'm thinking of my community. Who cares if they leave? They're not ready to hear the truth, or they're not on this journey. And I do believe in this journey. And I don't want to be doing readings for people stuck in that karmic energy who are not actually on this journey. Like, I can tell when I'm channeling someone who's on this journey, and I could, again, the decks I chose for a reason. And I said, if this card, Twin Flame, comes out, then I'm tapping into a divine collective, and you can get proper guidance instead of being stuck in a loop, right? Who cares how they're feeling about you? Who really cares? How do you feel about yourself? And again, anybody who is releasing it with that anger, anybody who's releasing it with anger, anybody who is cursing the journey, right? Why me? You're in resentment. You're in distorted energy. When you truly surrender, you're not blaming. You're not cursing the journey. You're surrendering to yourself. You're choosing self, and it's acceptance. It's peace. So releasing it in anger and frustration is not, you're not actually releasing it. You're holding on to it. We have mirror. Yeah. ascending. And trusting that they're going through the exact same thing. We don't need to talk about them. We don't need to look at their energy. Look at them as if they are you. You are mirroring, self-love mirroring. And that is what you want to align yourself with energetically in your life. Friends, family, situations. You want to align yourself with people who are mirroring back the same type of energy, right? Because distorted energy feeds distorted energy. Healthy energy feeds healthy energy. Ascending. And again, until you clear that karmic debris, until you learn your lessons, until every time I say debris, I hear brie. I'm obsessed. But every time you release that or clear that karmic debris, you ascend further, you ascend further, you ascend further. And the right people will trigger an ascension within you, right? You'll ascend together. And I'm not talking about this person. Beautiful. We have separation. So anyone who's not, like anybody who's not reflecting back to you, the same type of energy, right? Separation, release. Solitude, solitude. Solitude, alone time, quiet, memories. So you could be going over memories. You could be going over memories right now. But even childhood memories, like, you know what's interesting is a little while ago, I found myself, someone from my past popped into my head, right? Someone who I met on my ascension journey, like when I first was triggered, not that. It was a friend. And I found myself out of nowhere, 4 years later, I found myself opening her message in Messenger, even though I hadn't spoken to her in 4 years. Definitely a karmic lesson. And I found myself opening up the message, and we didn't part ways well, and she blocked me. And I found myself looking at what happened when our connection fell apart, when our friendship fell apart. Right? I found myself looking at these videos, reflecting what was the lesson in it for me, out of nowhere, right? Just random. And I found myself deep in reflection about what was this lesson, what was it showing me? And then weeks later, I had a very similar experience. It was like deja vu. So my higher self kind of guided me to think about those past things, right? And then when the pattern repeated, like 3 weeks later with a different situation, I could see it. I could see, oh, this is a lesson, right? This is a karmic lesson. Here it is again, same lesson. How am I going to treat it this way, this time? So in solitude, alone, quiet, non-action, I don't see this as memories as you're longing, right? You're stuck. I feel like you are reflecting back on lessons with certain people, situations, jobs, childhood, even with this person. And what was it reflecting back to you? What was it triggering within you? Let's get another one. We have waiting on the bottom, like, and divine masculine. So I don't think you're waiting. Maybe you're reflecting back on how long you did wait for this person, right? Or how long you were stuck in longing. I accept every situation as it is. Exactly. Accepting the situation for what it is. It's not that they're this, they're that, they're this, they're that. It's they triggered this within me. What do I need to change? 555 on the timer. Positive change. It's 304, 34, divine feminine, divine masculine energy. Anyway. Instead of waiting around, right? You are reflecting on what it was meant to teach you. You could be focused on your own masculine energy, right? Again, it's not about, I'm seeing the soulmate card, the penguins. It's not about, why did they do this to me? It was, what was I meant to learn from it, right? I just talked about how I went back and looked at a conversation from 4 years ago with a person I knew for 2 months and never spoke to again. There was a reason. And I was reflecting, what was it teaching me? You could be reflecting about how long you waited for this person. You could be reflecting on, again, whoever you are, I don't think you're blaming them anymore, right? Like, they're this, they're that, they're just a runner, they're just an avoidant, they're just blah, blah, blah. No, that's distorted energy. And think about it, mirroring, look at them as if they are you. If you were on this side, they're this, they're that, they're this, they're that, but I don't want them. What do you think is going on with them? They're over there. They're this, they're that, I don't want them, but. Anyway. I love this reading. I don't even care. One more for solitude, waiting. What are you thinking about here? Memories. Memories. Thinking about how maybe you, every time, this is good. This is good. Runner. You have runner here. Right? So what are you reflecting about? I feel like every time, remember I talked about the loop, like manifestation, manipulating energy. I'm not talking about like manifestation. I'm talking about the subliminals. I'm talking about spell work. I'm talking about that kind of stuff. When you're manipulating energy, you're going to call in the same distorted energy, right? Because there's things that need to heal. You can't, if you're still focused on how long it's been and you want to call it in quicker, distorted energy. True divine energy, you surrender control of timing. Anyway, we have hidden feelings and starting over, memories, right? So something that you could be reflecting about right now, or maybe that you should be reflecting about, is every time this person came in to start over, think about what this reading is about, right? I've been talking about how when we feel that trigger, when we feel that wall go up, when we feel like we have to hide our feelings, we can try and continue to give it energy to see if it's going to get better. Or if you don't feel safe to open up and be vulnerable, it means it's not the right time. It means you're still healing, they're still healing. See them as if they are you. So when it's the right time, you'll feel it. There will be vulnerability. There will be accountability. You won't want to be hurting each other. You won't be defensive. You won't be blaming. So you could be reflecting, when I channel, I start to get like really intense. I'm just gonna, I always talk about the veins in my neck going and I'm like, bah, bah, bah. So you could be reflecting right now, right, about memories where this person came in, and even though you felt triggered, even though you felt that wall come up, or even though you felt their wall come up, right, they were masking, they were in runner energy, you still tried to make it work. So yeah, you could be reflecting about this right now. All right, mirroring. 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 I'm hearing something about karmic energy again. Mirroring. Letting go. Karmic energy. I knew it. I was hearing it. Choice. Mirroring. Important. Crossroads. Very important, very important. Think about that reading I did yesterday. Remember, I was hearing karmic energy, and I've been talking about it. We have letting go, wrong timing, and karmic relationship, right? So whenever I'm really seeing stuff differently ever since I pierced that veil, right? Think about it. When I was looking at that mirror and see them as if they are you, I was hearing karmic energy, and that's what I've been talking about, 111, this entire reading. So, if you don't need to know what's going on with them, but if in your energy right now, because this is about you, you are running into karmic energy, right? Karmic energy, it won't feel aligned. Even if it's this person, it won't feel aligned, right? It'll feel like the wrong time. You'll know it. You'll know it in your gut. And think about it. I've been talking about releasing karmic energy for ascension, right? The people tethered to you or the energy tethered to you. Look at them as if they are you. We don't need to look at how they're feeling about you. We don't need to ask Spirit how they're doing. Spirit's saying, did you guys see that, or was I imagining that? Everything you're going through, everything that I've talked about here, there's karmic energy, karmic relationships, karmic debris that you're releasing. Anyway. Do you see how I am about Brie? That is true, that is true soul connection. Anyway. You're letting that go. You're seeing that's not aligned with me. If it's triggering you, if it's making you hide your feelings, if it's making you, I always say, when I find myself, I said this to Brie the other day, when I find myself in my notes app drafting a message and it takes me 3 days to write the message, that's a sign it's not aligned with me, right? When someone's aligned with you, you should just be able to speak vulnerably with them. Anyway, so see them as if they are you. You've got a crossroads here, right? I think for some of you, you're already releasing karmic debris. But whatever is karmic in your life right now, whatever is not supporting you, whatever is not uplifting you, whatever is not making you happy has to go. It has to go. And trust that it's happening in their energy, right? People will say, my person will never leave that karmic energy is always there. There's always karmic interference. There's always people getting in the way. What is it reflecting back to you? What karmic energy do you have in your life? If it doesn't make you happy, I'm not pointing at you. If it doesn't make you happy, if it doesn't feel aligned, if it's bringing you down, it's not aligned with you. Let it go. And it can be triggering to go through that, right? It gets easier every time. I mean, I don't know about that. Very important, you're at a crossroads here. Whatever is karmic, right? Karmic doesn't bring inner peace. Karmic energy does not bring inner peace. Let it go. That's going on with this person. We don't need to look at them. Look at them as if they are you. Even just let's take your person off of the table here. This is a horrible pun. Anybody who is triggering you, karmic. Anybody who is triggering your wounds, right? Who you can't, again, be your authentic self with, who's not bringing you that inner peace. Karmic, let go. Wrong timing. It's not aligning for a reason. And whoever it is, you don't know what's in your soul contract. For all you know, you could release them and they could reappear in your life later, right? But just surrender. There's something about karmic energy, karmic debris that you need to release right now, or that you are releasing. Very important. It's funny, the first time all right, do it soon. Do it soon. I've seen 2 cards that have hinted that something is coming, which means you've got to make space. You've got to clear that karmic debris. To make space for what's coming in. I've seen 2 cards that I haven't wanted to mention that something is happening soon. Fated connection, very soon. Someone you're meant to align with. And you could have karmic energy right now taking up that person's space. Right? Learn the lesson, let go. Maybe it's triggering your fear of rejection or your fear of abandonment. Let go. Let go. If somebody's rejecting you, if somebody's... Let go. Rejection is protection. Right? All right. I don't even know where I want to go now. Release. Trust your angels. Oh, I mixed up the cards here. I'll just fix them while you're here. There we go. That was the whole thing yesterday, right? Trust what is being removed right now. You're not meant to be holding on to things that want to be leaving. And if you speak up vulnerably, right? If you speak up vulnerably and somebody rejects you, they weren't aligned with you. When you're aligned with someone, you should be able to be your vulnerable self. If you're met with resistance or anger or blame or that running card, not aligned with you. Karmic energy. All right, I want to get this deck. We have Fated Encounter. I'm telling you, I saw the card Unexpected in the first deck. And then I saw Fated Connection very soon. And now you have Fated Encounter, Crossing Paths by Destiny, Familiar Souls, Instant Attraction, Divine Timing at play. Right? And I believe part of the reason that Brie and I came together was to learn a lesson about all this, right? You'll feel it. Fated connection. I, in the depths of my soul, believe Brie and I are fated, right? I just can't explain it. And now that I've seen it, oh my gosh, I can hear a song. What is it? Stargazing by Miles. What's his name? You and Me Stargazing, that song? That's what my neighbors are playing right now. Anyway. All right. Make space. Make the space. In your external world too, right? Like this morning I was supposed to be cleaning. And a few weeks ago I was organizing my room and I put a bunch of stuff in my, like the stairs area. Anyway, I'm not going to explain to you my weird house, but I put a bunch of stuff right inside my closet, and my closet like leads to a bathroom. And every time I walked by it, I would have to like step around it awkwardly. And this morning I was just like, I've had enough of this pile, and I got rid of it. Make space. And this fated encounter, who cares who it is, right? Who cares what type of love it is? Love is love. Love is love. My wish for all of you is that you call in a Brie. Not mine though, not my Brie. She's mine. You can't have her. I'm just kidding. But someone who just gets you, right? Anyway, that's my hope for all of you. That you call in your soul person. And again, friend. I'm hearing friend. But anyway, doesn't really matter. Love is love. All right, let's... I love this deck so much. Let's see what comes out. Interesting. Didn't come out. Listen, I saw it. Mixed emotions, power move, silent strength. Anybody that gives you mixed emotions inside, choose silence. Like if it sends your insides into mixed emotions and confusion, that's your body rejecting it. That's your body repelling it. That's your inner child saying, I do not feel safe right here. Right? Silent strength, power move. Whoever it is. All right, we have trust issues and rebirth energy. Rebirth. So this is a letter that you're shedding. A shedding layer that you're shedding. Shedding old layers, new identity forming, major transformation emerging, renewed. Learning how to trust yourself, right? When you trust yourself to protect yourself, you trust yourself to know, okay, if this is making me feel this way, it's not aligned with me. If this person starts giving me if somebody pushes back against my boundaries, not aligned with me, right? You learn to trust yourself. Fear of betrayal, emotional guard up, avoiding vulnerability, healing old wounds. This is what I'm talking about. This is exactly what I'm talking about. If you are, whoever it is, energy, look at the energy. Whoever you connect with, if you find your emotional guard going up and you have to mask and you have to avoid vulnerability, that means there's something in your gut telling you something is out of alignment, right? I'm hearing karmic energy and rebirth energy, right? It's telling you still have wounds that you need to heal. Because when we trust ourselves and we trust our inner knowing, our gut, we are our own protector. But if you are still having trust issues, right, it's a wound within you. And karmic energy, you've called energy in that's triggering that within you. I feel like your gut is telling you can't trust it, right? Again, if you find yourself avoiding vulnerability, it means it's not the right energy. Because the right energy, you would be able to be vulnerable. This is this is what you're shedding. So maybe for some of you, you need to remember that whole row at the end, the wrong timing, let go of karmic energy. So either this is something that you have to do or you've already done it. Shedding old layers, new identity forming. Major transformation emerging, renewed. Phoenix energy. Shedding that layer, right? Unhooking the tethers, the things that are tethered to you, holding you back from your ascension. All right. You could also be doing, this has somebody looking in the mirror, right? So you could be doing a lot of reflection about trust issues, what wounds you still need to heal. End scene. With mixed signals, right? Confused intentions, emotionally inconsistent, unsure of what they want. End scene. Goodbye. Closure achieved. You can clear out this karmic debris, or you already have. Peaceful goodbye. Acceptance brings freedom. Gratitude for what was. Gratitude for the lessons you learned. Beautiful. Rest and reset, slowing down, quiet healing, restoring inner peace, listening to your body, right? Again, your body will tell you if someone is safe or not. Energy doesn't lie. Energy doesn't lie. Anybody like silent comparisons, hidden envy, end scene. Remember the first affirmation. Again, I saw a really good thing. It was a thing by Oprah, and she was saying, does she still go by Oprah? Or does she go, is it O? I don't know. I never watched Oprah. But she said, the right people will encourage you, will be happy for you when you succeed, right? They'll want to be there for you. All right. Protective energy. You are no longer available for unavailable people, right? You're done. When you feel divine timing, when you feel the need to be half in, half out, when you feel that fear of depth, that you can't be vulnerable, avoiding vulnerability, right? Energy is energy. So if you've called in someone that you have a fear of, or you did in the past, that you had a fear of being vulnerable with, and they have a fear of vulnerability, you're feeding each other's distorted energy, right? So I feel like whenever you feel this, whenever you feel like you have to hide yourself or shrink yourself or not say how you feel, right? Protect it. Like you're like, no, I'm going to protect my energy. Because nobody should be triggering you to feel like you can't be vulnerable. Your true people you'll be able to be vulnerable with. When it's the right time, standing up, I want to say for yourself, guarding peace, instinctive loyalty towards self, fierce compassion. You know, you could have fierce compassion towards these people, but still protect your energy. Now that I see it, it's so simple, right? Anyway, we have glow up revenge, but I don't like to call this, I don't like that. Wanting revenge is distorted energy, right? Wanting somebody to suffer, wanting to just show I'm going to show them, that's distorted energy. That's gross. But you could have people watching you from afar, spying on socials, regretting lost access, realizing your glow up was their karma, whatever. Who cares? Focus on your glow. Who cares who's watching? Who cares? But I think you do have people watching you that you're protecting your energy from, but who cares? What song is that I'm hearing? Who cares? Who cares? Dun, 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 dun. It's that Betty Boop again. Betty Boop. Weird. Let's get another one. Boundaries up. Including with family. Boundaries up, standing firm, learning to say no, protecting peace, guarded but graceful. And again, I always say this, boundaries are a form of self-care. Part of boundaries is also like protecting your energy, but standing firm, learning to say no. Now they're playing Dixie Chicks. Boundaries are a form of self-care. They're meant to keep us safe. And when you boundaries up, when you stand firm, when you learn to say no, when you want to protect your peace, anybody who pushes back against your boundaries or disappears was not meant to be in your energy. It's just showing you that you did the right thing. And again, boundaries can be such a difficult lesson. There's this hilarious thing that I sent Brie. It's this girl in like the teacup ride, and she just has this look of horror on her face, and it's like, when you set a boundary, because it can feel, imagine, like if you have That's a wound, right? Lack of boundaries. But that's how you protect your energy, right? Boundaries. We have financial resets, so you could be going through a financial reset. Money lessons, learning balance, breaking scarcity cycles. So that's what I meant about like not having a fear of putting up boundaries with people, and if they leave, okay, you clearly we weren't in alignment. It's not their fault. It's energy. We just weren't in alignment. Rebuilding your own stability. You could be learning to balance finances as well. Maybe there was people in your energy who you're putting up boundaries with about money. It's funny, when I was in primary, they were serving something for lunch that I didn't want to eat. So instead, I thought, I was kind of a weird kid, right? But anyway, I thought, oh, I'll buy my friends ice cream. So it was my mom and dad had given me money for like 5 days worth of food to buy a 5-day food ticket at school. Doesn't it sound like a little prison? Anyway, and I bought all my friends ice cream instead. And I remember I got in so much trouble, even though I was 5, right? I didn't know. I didn't know. I didn't know anything about money at that age. But that's a lesson that I carried with me through life. Like, I used to find myself, like, giving people, like, if I had a friend who was going through a hard time, giving them money, that thing from 4 years ago. Anyway. We have toxic comfort. Blech. That's what I mean. If it feels like that toxic comfort, that familiar chaos, wait a minute, I've been here before. This energy is similar, different meat suit, maybe the same meat suit, but I've been here before. Learning to protect your peace, right? Instead of toxic comfort. And every time you set a boundary and protect your peace with this type of energy, we're talking about energy, take away the face, take away the person, take away whatever. Every time we choose peace over this, we heal something inside of us, right? If you keep calling in familiar chaos, repeating cycles, you're meant to be learning self-worth from it. You're meant to be choosing self. And eventually you'll see yourself calling in healthier energy, right? Like attracts like. So every time you choose not to accept this, to break the pattern, you heal something within you. So again, anything that's coming towards you that feels like a repeated lesson, wait a minute, I'm shrinking, I'm afraid to be vulnerable, my body is like repelling. Boundary up, listen to your body. Break the cycle. Pass that test. I'm going to get one more row. Okay. We have inner glow. Yes. Peace within, calm confidence. Again, every time you do that, it heals a little piece of you. And you glow even more, your light gets brighter. Calm confidence, authentic beauty radiates, alignment feels magnetic. Hard truth. You know the truth, you're no longer romanticizing potential, not facing reality, healing, not chasing. Actually, I saw somebody on Instagram yesterday that said it took her 15 years to let go of a friendship that was bringing her down. 15 years. And she said, I know what people are going to say. 15 years and you just threw that friendship away? She was like, no, 15 years I was stuck and I held on. And it kept her stuck for 15 years. Okay. We have loyal friend. Exactly. Unshakable trust, right? When it's in alignment, when it's soul recognition, soulmate, you'll feel that trust. always showing up for each other, shared laughter and healing, a bond that stays solid. That's what you want in your life. Call that in, right? What do you need to release so that you can call this in? I've never laughed as hard in my life as I laugh with Brie. Always showing up for each other. That's what you want. And how do you get it? You let go of the karmic debris. We have mirror energy. Oh my goodness. But that's what I was talking about with, for a while you call in people who mirror back what you need to heal. And then once you start healing and making different decisions, right? Make different decisions. That person activates something within me. What is it activating? I don't want that in my life. Right? You call in people who mirror back the good things as well. But mirror energy, same, it's in the last row, the same as the first deck. So trust that whoever you're connected to, you're on the journey, I can tell, that they are also mirroring, right? Reflecting wounds, emotional mirroring, triggering growth, soul level lesson. And I can even say that about this loyal friend coming in. Perhaps they're going to trigger something within you that you haven't seen, right? About yourself, and what you deserve is what I'm hearing. When you feel that soul recognition, that soulmate energy, when you feel that unshakable trust always showing up, shared laughter and healing, a bond that stays solid. And let me be clear, we're talking about energy, right? So how can I put that? If it's aligned, you'll feel completely vulnerable, right? You'll feel completely vulnerable. I thank God every day. I'm listening to the dance party. Oh my gosh, it's that Meghan Trainor song. If you were me, or if I were you, I'd wanna be me too. I'd wanna be me too. Call in your other half. Anyway. Mirror energy, reflecting wounds, emotional mirroring, triggering growth, soul level lesson. And it's not just when we call in that karmic energy or triggering energy, we're not just meant, or that the counterpart, right? We're not just meant to learn lessons from that triggering energy. Like I'm going through this right now, and I feel like this is what you're calling in, where I'm ascending and I've called in a friend who's on the same level, right? And it's triggering growth within us in the most beautiful way. It's triggering growth within us in the most beautiful way, as when it's sometimes when it's that karmic energy, when it's that toxic comfort, it triggers growth with us in hard ways. Does that make sense? We have divine timing. Coming in divine timing very soon. Make room. Make room. What do you need to release? Pause with purpose, everything aligning, universe at work, trust in perfect timing. And let's talk about your person for a second, right? We don't need to look at them, but it's also not about not talking about them. We can talk about it, right? We're just doing love readings different. Anxiety is leaving my body as I affirm this. Because we're changing things, it's going to help people ascend faster, right? Much faster. Heal much faster. Call in the right people much faster. Figure out if they're on this journey or not much faster. Because again, there's a lot of people who think they're on this journey that are not on this journey. They're actually dealing with karmic energy and staying stuck in karmic loops. I'm hearing karmic looping. But when it comes to this row, right, mirror energy keeps coming out. So if you are releasing karmic debris on your side, and calling in loyal friends, someone supportive, someone who will be honest, someone who will how can I put this? If you are doing that, if you are going through that, if that's what you're calling in, think about what your person is calling in, right? Think about what your person is, no, don't think about it, but let's look at it here. They would be clearing karmic debris. They would maybe be calling in a loyal friend who is meant to reflect back something to them about their wounding when it comes to this connection, right? But divine timing, pause with purpose, everything is aligning, universe is at work, trust in the perfect timing. Peace within, it's so important. If it doesn't bring you peace, if it doesn't soothe your soul, right? If it doesn't soothe your soul, it's not aligned with you, release it. And make space for what's coming in. We also have an apology here. Acknowledging wrongs, emotional sincerity, healing conversation, forgiveness opens doors, right? So when it's in alignment with you, you will be able to, I was talking about it, when two people are in alignment, when two people, there's vulnerability there, right? You take accountability for what's in your control. You take accountability. You don't want to hurt the other person. That other person doesn't want to hurt you. You hold, like, you comfort each other, right? You embrace each other's vulnerabilities. And if it's not that, right? If you open up to someone about how you feel vulnerably and they push away or they defend, that's distorted energy, right? And just remember, I feel called to say this because it is something that came up in Bree's reading. You may be waiting for an apology, right? From thou who shall not be named. Remember, they might not, you're different people, so they might not come in exactly how you want them to come in, right? Maybe you want them to come in, I'm sorry, I'm going to take accountability for this, and this, and I'm going to do this, and I'm going to do this, and you like want like a novel, right? Maybe that's what you're expecting, maybe that's what you think you need. Remember, we're all different people. If there is accountability, if there is an apology, that means this person is trying to be vulnerable and open up with you, right? They're showing you their vulnerability. And if that triggers something within you, it means that you're not ready. You're not in alignment yet, right? You still have resentment, or you still have trust issues, or you still have anger. Their apology might look a little different, but as long as there's emotional sincerity, a healing conversation, forgiveness opens doors. Forgiveness opens doors, right? So if they come in with emotional sincerity and you're standing there with anger and resentment, that door's not going to open. And you're not ready if you're still in that energy. That's distorted energy, right? So also be open. Trust in the perfect timing, that when it's the right time, there will be emotional sincerity and you will be safe. You will feel safe to be emotionally vulnerable. Okay? All right. Let's look at your energy. I mean, we've already been looking at your energy, but let's keep looking at it. Let's keep going. Where did this deck come from? Where did I have this deck? I don't know. Oh, on the bottom we have soulmate. I want to look at your masculine energy. Your masculine energy. Soulmate on the bottom. Or karmic. We've been talking about it. If it's right, it'll feel like, I don't want to say sunshine and rainbows. If it's karmic, it'll trigger something within you. It says best friend. It says best friend. Masculine energy for you. Your masculine energy. Remember, mirroring masculine energy for you. Masculine energy for you. And this is, Bree keeps saying it, and I'm going to say it because I'm feeling it. I'm going to say it. There's a wave coming in August. Oh, this is beautiful. Like there's a union wave coming in August. But the energy that I'm seeing that you're in will bring you into inner union much faster than worrying about what this person is doing and watching those readings, right? And I have to be clear about that because it's just, it really is, it's damaging people. It's vulnerable people. It's damaging them anyway. Knowledge, trying to better understand the connection, the journey. Reading books, searching the internet, watching readings, but watching the right readings, right? The reading's about you. It's about you. I used to get triggered by people who would comment on my readings and say, like, my readings were always focused on self, but I always looked at the other person. And again, if you miss that, if you miss seeing what your person is up to, you're still in distorted energy. But anyway, but I used to get comments where people would say, if I have to watch a reading about how this person is feeling, it's clear they're not aligned with me. And it used to trigger me because they were right. Right? You shouldn't have to watch a reading about how they're feeling and what they're doing. It's energetic chasing for one. But you watching the right readings, right? Knowledge about this journey. Remember, mirroring, we're looking at your inner masculine energy. And it's being mirrored, believe. No longer needing things to work out a certain way. Detachment, going with the flow, surrender. Right? Just get on the plane. It'll get you there faster if you just get on the damn plane and surrender, right? Sometimes I see these, like, I just had a vision download about, it's like wanting to go somewhere on an airplane, but you won't get in the airplane and the pilot's like, come on, we gotta go. It's reminding me of that repetitive dream I used to have. Surrendering, just getting on the plane and ascending will bring you to inner wholeness, and mission is a part of it, much faster than caring about what they're doing. Willpower, energetic determination, self-mastery. It's making me think of the Eight of Pentacles, self-mastery. So you could be working on honing your skills, mission, purpose. Divine beings have a purpose, period. No exceptions, no exceptions. Self-control, self-motivated. Yeah, baby. I don't know why I said that. Why did I sounded like Austin Powers. Not that I've seen that, like I think I've seen that movie once, I know. 2 more. Willpower, determination. Two more. Confidence. How can you feel good about yourself if others are bringing you down, right? Get rid of that karmic debris. Feeling confident about the connection with your inner divine feminine. Learning to love yourself, learning to nurture yourself. Confidence, beautiful. Oh no! Well, no, that's not bad. Hang on. Okay, this is important because remember when the apology card came out and I was talking about expectations? So we have self-critical. This is important. Unreasonable expectations, right? I want it to go this way. They need to say this. They need to come in with this, or else they're getting the hand, they're getting the door. Fuck them. I don't know why I just said that. Exaggerates the negatives. Blame, negative, extremely judgmental on yourself, perfectionist. Be careful with this one. Now we do have confidence on the bottom, so I feel like you're coming out of this self-critical energy, but look at them as if they are you. What are you being self-critical about? Do you have overly high expectations? Are you exaggerating the negative? Are you being extremely judgmental on self? Right? I used to talk about this in my older readings. When the cards for them would come up, like the blockages, I'd be like, so how can you work with this energy to help them, right? Energetically. Although it's not about them, it's about you. But look at them as if they are you, mirroring. Where are you being self-critical? Where are you still working on your confidence? I'll confirm that card. One more. Because we had confident on the bottom, so hopefully you're working through that. And every time, yeah, we have overthinking. Every time you feel self-critical, right? Replace it with confidence. Replace it with something you love about yourself. We have lovable, open to love, attracting in love. Every morning I wake up feeling enthusiastic about life. I love that. And we have overthinking, excessively overanalyzing situations, dwelling on possible negative outcomes, right? So if it's making you overthink, if you're excessively analyzing situations, right, it's not aligned with you. Stop dwelling on possible negative outcomes, right? If it's making you overthink, if it's, again, release it. Because you have lovable, open to love, attracting and love, social. So don't let your overthinking mind get in the way. I actually want to confirm these with I'm going to confirm them with the feminine cards actually instead of getting more. Oh my gosh, every time I take a deck out, I put one back in its place and then I don't have anywhere to put the deck. All right. Divine Feminine. Spirituality and joy. Rise. Emerging stronger, smarter, and more powerful after burning off some type of karmic debris. Remember you had the fire and I said phoenix? You are rising. You are ascending. Joy, right? If it doesn't make you happy, comes from within. Realizing that happiness comes from within. Happiness, pleasure, gratitude, spirituality. Feeling connected to a higher power, the universe, or a force larger than yourself. That's beautiful. Your knowledge. Your understanding this journey. It's about you. It's about how it changes you. Right? I'm a completely different person in the most beautiful way. Right? The energy that I have in my life, how I feel about myself, what I like, this are things that I never ever thought I would know what they felt like. The journey is about you. And remember, mirroring, right? You don't have to know what this person is thinking about and who they're with and if they miss you and if they're getting their karma and if they're in regret and Have they been punished and blah, blah, blah. You don't need to know, right? Focus on your journey. It's about you. Detached. Chasing. You're no longer chasing, right? You're releasing chasing. Releasing the relentless pursuit of the divine masculine, right? Releasing painful and overwhelming energy, wanting to connect to them so badly it consumes them. And please, if you're on this journey, don't be watching readings about them, especially if you're on this journey. It's not going to do you any good. Chasing. It's chasing. But that's what you're detaching from. You're no longer chasing them. You no longer are in a relentless pursuit for them. You're relentlessly pursuing yourself. You are the prize. Divine timing. You're surrendering muggle time, right? You're surrendering the outcome. Again, worrying about... Now everybody knows my son is going for a shower. Cleanse. But again, distorted energy, worrying about time, the timing. When will it happen? It's been this long. I've been counting the days, right? I've been counting the months. I've been counting the years. It's just completely surrendering it. You know what's interesting? After the shift I went through, I took off my watch, which I find very interesting. Has anybody else done that? I was wearing a Fitbit. I was just wondering if anybody else has noticed that. Like I took it off to charge it 3 days ago. Didn't put it back on. I've been wearing it for like a year. Anyway, interesting. Time kind of keeps us... I don't know. For a while, time was controlling me, right? But anyway, that's for another day to talk about willpower. Transmuting willpower. I was just thinking there's a reason I heard it. For a while, it's like I started tunnel visioning on like fitness and burning calories, and it's like I was just hyperfixated on something else, right? Like I talked about that with my addiction years and years ago. I would just start obsessing about something else. But willpower, you're transmuting energy. In order to transmute energy, you have to go through the lessons. What did you learn from it? How does it change you? How will you make different choices in the future? Alchemizing lower vibrations into the higher ones, using the qualities associated with the divine feminine, like intuition, compassion, and receptivity. Anyway, that sigh wasn't about you. It's my children and what's the word? Like the shower, like scheduling the shower rotation. Of course, everybody wants to have a shower at the same time. But anyway, transmuting that energy. Self-motivated. So taking that lower vibrational energy and transmuting it into a higher vibrational energy, making it work for you. Oh, I really hope YouTube can't hear that background music, just because YouTube will flag it as copyright. So I'll just keep talking. I'll just keep talking over the music. I won't let there be a moment of silence. I'll just keep on talking. I'm just kidding. Self-critical. Please tell me you're surrendering self-critical thinking. Good. I was going to say. Guidance. You're surrendering, letting go of negativity. So you're trying to surrender self-critical thoughts or beating yourself up or being too hard on yourself. And also unreasonable expectations, right? Letting go of negativity, listening to a higher wisdom from yourself, shifting out of ego into soul self. And when you shift into soul self, I don't know if this is making sense, but when you are in your ego self, right? You attract others in their ego self, and it just feeds your distorted energy. When you're in your soul self, you start attracting people in their soul selves, if that makes sense. Anyway, soulmate, right? Guidance from higher self, spirit, trusted friends and family, anyone with wisdom. Good. I like that you're surrendering that. That's good. Technically, the deck is closed. Don't be dwelling on past negative outcomes or possible negative outcomes, right? It's such a waste of energy. It's such a waste of energy. You don't even know if it's going to happen. Don't worry about it until you got something to worry about. And even if it does come in and you're worrying and overthinking and overanalyzing and like focusing on the negatives, not the right time, right? All right, I'm going to honor spirit with that. All right. I want to get this. Interesting. I'll get that in a minute. I actually kept these cards close. These cards, what advice does your higher self need right now? Or do you need? What advice does your higher self want to give you? What advice does your higher self want to give you? We have information. So let's see, what advice does your higher self want to give you? Time, trust in divine timing. Loyal friend. You're calling in a friend. I'm hearing you've got a friend in me. Trust in divine timing. I have to read the loyal friend now. A wise, supportive person. September 13th could be symbolic. Patience, letting go, timing, signs, moving forward. It's important to practice patience and prioritize focusing on things you have control over rather than waiting for something to happen. Maybe you're waiting for this friend to come land on your doorstep like an Amazon delivery, right? You have to meet the universe halfway. You have to kind of put yourself outside of your comfort zone, right? Get out there. If your hard work hasn't yet produced the desired results, it might be a time to take a step back and let go of the urge to control a situation. Exactly. Keep in mind that everything will happen according to its own timing. Pay attention to the signs that will indicate when it's time to move forward. Interesting. You'll know it. I don't mean moving forward away from this journey. That's not what I mean. A wise, supportive person, a person who is intelligent and loyal, has a warm nature, always ready to help you through life's challenges. That's what you need in your life. That's what you need at your life. In your life, at your life. So trust in divine timing. And if you've been trying to call in somebody here, oh my God, their music is just so loud. YouTube is definitely going to hear that. Hang on, I gotta shut my windows. But when we shut a door, a window opens or something like that. And again, if you are trying to call in a friend, right, you might have to put yourself out there to do that. Anyway, trust in divine timing. We have abundance, financial security, and material gains. Interesting. I just had it. Where is it? Oh, it's right in front of my face. 33. It's 33. 30, 30, 33. 30, 30, 33. Promotion, winning the lottery, receiving an award or gift, and not just like a person could be a gift as well. Lucky financial or material gains. This card is a sign of abundance in financial or material matters. It indicates that you can expect a great gift or a reward for something you have worked very hard towards. The good fortune will contribute to your success and open opportunities for you. You are now in a position to make smart investment decisions and cultivate prosperity from this experience. It's okay to treat yourself a little and celebrate these times. This card can also indicate receiving an award or winning a competition, but whatever. A gift. Maybe you've been working hard towards, like, when it comes to finances, or even I was talking about, like, a gift could be another person, right? Oh, I didn't show them to you. 33 and 13. One more. Advice for you. Oh, we got two more. Leisure. Remain lighthearted. If it's not, again, if it doesn't make you feel good, it's a no. Adventure. Be open to new experiences. This came out the other day. And we, last row again. We have sneaky person. Karmic debris, remember? A person with a questionable moral compass. It's your last row again. Who is this? What energy is that? It's gotta go. It's gotta go. Right? There's a new adventure here for you. You're meant to be choosing things. We have a crossroads here. What the? Reciprocity. Again, if it's not reciprocating the energy you're in, and I'm not just talking about messaging back and forth, I'm talking about energy. Energy. It's time to choose a new direction. I've already explained it. I don't need to explain it to you again. But it's like it keeps coming up in your reading. There's some kind of cycle that needs to close out here. Some sort of pattern. Right? Be open to new experiences. But then we've got this crossroads and a sneaky person. And it's not that they're sneaky, it's just energy. We're not going to blame. We're not going to... It says selfish, untruthful, harmful actions, lack of understanding, suspicious behavior. This card represents... This is karmic energy. Either you've already released this or it's around you and you need to release it. Who is solely focused on themselves and their own benefit, even if it means disregarding the common good and causing harm. I'm also seeing those tarot readers. I hate to say it. This person may act impulsively, right? Triggered, karmic energy, lower distorted energy, and fail to see the bigger picture or understand how their actions have contributed to the negative situation. It could also indicate a friend or companion who is untruthful or disloyal. They may not comprehend the consequences and may seek revenge or blame without understanding the situation. When it is aligned, when it is healthy, right? If you tell somebody how you feel vulnerably and you're met with this, karmic lesson, even if it is your person in the past, right? I don't think this is thou who shall not be named, unless it happened in the past. Did you have this problem with your person in the past? And now you have other people around you repeating the same, like you're seeing the same pattern? And again, take the face away, it's energy. It's just that they're not in the same energy. They're not in healed energy. They're not in whole energy. They're in lower vibrational energy, lack of understanding, lack of accountability, distortion. Untether it. So that you can go on this new adventure. I'm serious. I am serious. Uncharted territories, stagnation breaks. It's time to embark on a new adventure and explore uncharted territories. Again, think about it. Mirroring, see them as if they are you. If you have this karmic energy around you, especially if it's reminding you of a pattern that you had with this person, you got to get rid of it. It's got to go. Because that could mean that not that we're worried about what they're doing, but look at them as if they are you. Maybe they have karmic debris around them, right? Every time I say debris, well, you know, love heart eyes. And you know, that is one of the, I'm just going to speak I speak vulnerably anyway, but like that is, I just can't even put into words what it feels like. And that's what I want for all of you. Anyway. We can lift We can lift our mood and prepare for enjoyable activities. Adventures don't necessarily need to be extreme to satisfy our need for something new and exciting. It could be something as simple as starting a creative project where maybe you align with someone, starting a social media platform where you just talk about who you are or share what you like or whatever. Doesn't have to be like, I'm going to be famous. Align with loyal friend. I feel motivated to keep an active life. Go on a hike. Active life affirmation just popped down. Maybe you'll run into somebody. Or crossing something off your bucket list, right? You got to meet the universe halfway, and whatever that is, if you haven't yet, you got to. All right. I just need to message my partner because he's asking me a question. 1 minute. 345, you're in alignment. 414, masculine energy and temperance. All right, so I got up. I had to message my partner back, but when I got up, I was very drawn to this deck because something's happening soon. So I kind of want to see what Spirit wants us to know from this deck. Keep in mind this could be about past timing as well, like things that happened in the past that resonate with you. But anyway, let's see. Divine timing. It says 10:06. So October 6th, June 10th could be symbolic, but let's get it. April 21st could be symbolic. All right, let's see. What does Spirit want you to know? Time to let go and clear the path for something new. Yes, that's what I said. Seeds planted now will grow within 2 weeks. 2 weeks. So what do you need to let go of? 4-4, protection. What do you need to let go of? When the time is right. There's a divine time at play. Timing is everything. You're being asked to release whatever this is now. Very important. It has to do with unlocking, right? Make room for something new. Time to let go and clear the path for something that's coming towards you in divine timing. There's a divine plan, so it can't come in until you release that energy that we were talking about, karmic energy, remember? Seeds planted now will grow within 2 weeks. You have maybe been on this journey for 2 years. Transformation happening gradually. So maybe you've been on this journey for 2+ years. Capricorn season. A door is opening. Maybe there's a Capricorn you need to let go of, or maybe something, maybe there's a repeated pattern with something here, karmic debris, remember? Memories between December 22nd and January 19th. There's a door about to open here. Whatever this is, you got to release it, right? A new opportunity is presenting itself. Step through. And we have at the perfect moment. You will not miss this. It will happen exactly as needed. So there's a door opening here, and you'll feel it. You'll feel that it's... You'll feel when it's the right energy, the right time. Anyway. One more. It's 4/24. That's my birthday. Birthday time. Maybe you see your birthday a lot. One more for this row. When you release resistance, what's trying to leave your life? What is trying to leave your life right now? Stop holding on. Maybe you've been in some kind of cycle for 9 months. When you release resistance, the timing depends on your ability to let go of control, fear, or doubt. Surrender and things will flow effortlessly. The hot air balloon, ascension. What do I always say about the things that keep us tied down from ascending? The karmic debris, untethering it, right? Whether it's people, situations, family, friends, your person, whatever you find yourself resisting, surrender it. So that you can ascend, right? I'm seeing 9 months could be symbolic here. Maybe you've been in separation for 9 months, or there's someone or a situation that for 9 months something has been happening that you need to release, right? I kind of want to let's get 2 more. 2 more. A karmic cycle ends. Are you kidding me? Sooner than you think. I'm telling you, what is it? When the stars align, 69. Magic. Everything must come together perfectly. Trust the process. June 9th, September 6th could be symbolic. August 34. March 4th, April 3rd, 12. December could be symbolic. January 2nd, February 1st, May 2nd, February 5th, April 4th. And we have when a karmic cycle ends. When a karmic cycle ends, break the chain, cut the chain, right? Untether it. Because there's something happening here sooner than you think. It's happening faster than expected once you release this karmic thing here. Do it. Just do it. I say that like it's so easy. It's not. But do it. Do it. Do it. Do it. All right. Oh, selenite. Protect yourself. I know you can't see it, but I have a little, just like on my other table, I have crystals here to protect me. All right. That was good. That deck belongs over there, though. So I just want to see the Intuit Oracle really quick. Spirit's perspective, I'm hearing. Spirit's perspective. That's too many. It came out in a clump. I will take this one. We have fireworks. Passion, chemistry, desire, celebrate, happiness, right? Excitement. That's when it's aligned, it'll feel like that. I'm seeing Eric from The Little Mermaid. When it's right, I'll just know it. Like lightning. It'll excite you, right? Not like, why am I seeing that explosive love card and dynamite in that pink deck? Not like that. It'll feel aligned with you. You'll feel it. It'll light your little soul spark on fire, right? And we have communication on the bottom. Right? You'll know if it's the right time. $30. Spirit's perspective. We have messenger. And we have magnet. So longing, right? Longing, attachment, right? Tangled up energy. I am becoming the person I always wanted to be. Effing right. Tangled up problems, complicated circumstance, all tied up, conundrum, puzzling, hassles, like that means it's not in alignment with you, right? And again, we have this magnet and we have, what does this, somebody look it up, what does this mean? 2332. We have a mirroring number here. 2332, that is like, it's divine feminine energy, right? The Empress, the High Priestess, reduces to 5, the Hierophant, spiritual growth, spiritual lessons, right? So that's something that you needed to, if it feels complicated and uncomfortable, right? Tangled up, puzzling, and you find yourself like that little kitty there, it's not the right time. But again, I feel like one of your lessons, spiritual lessons, was to get out of that longing, chasing loop. It's actually in the same row as the chasing card that you're surrendering. Right? And you're magnetizing, I think that you're no longer, I feel like you were magnetizing in complicated situations to learn these lessons. And I feel now you're magnetizing something very different and oh my gosh. Spirit called my attention to this card that's stuck to my thumb. Like it's just stuck to my thumb. Twin flame. Divine partner, soulmate, activated heart chakra, balancing yin and yang energy, reflection, other self, catalyst, awakening, mirror, reflection. So they were reflecting back to you what you needed to work on, right? What you needed to unravel within self, heal within self. It is a complicated situation. It's a confusing situation. And once you get out of that longing, right, and you come into inner union, you are magnetic. I'm going to be honest. I feel like this person is going to... I don't even want to tell you that. We have 1111, 2332, right? This journey is about you, your Empress energy, your true divine High Priestess energy. Okay. We have anchor. Oh, Spirit closed the deck. I can't take that, Spirit. Stable, enduring, solid, steady, right? If it doesn't feel stable, if it if it doesn't feel secure, stable, right? If you're not anchored in true inner union, or if it's an energy that takes you out of that stable, secure, grounded, listen to the energy. When it's the right time, it'll feel stable. For some reason, I'm hearing you might have to adjust your expectations, because in your mind, you could have an expectation they need to come in with this, 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 and this, or else I'm not going to answer. But remember, their vulnerability could look different than your vulnerability. But you working on your stability. Secure, right? Secure attachment styles is what I'm hearing. We have the bear. If it's not stable, protect your energy. Mama bear, protective. You have the phoenix. It might be time to, I haven't gotten anything about mission. But if you're on this journey, you have a mission, you have a purpose. Death and rebirth, immortal, catalytic heart awakening, rising up from the ashes, total transformation, complete renewal. And then we have the bear, boss, CEO, judge, coach, finance, benefits, wealth, mama bear, protective, right? So this was meant to teach you how to protect your own energy, how to be your own divine masculine energy, your own protector, provider. To learn how to protect your energy if someone's not aligned with you, or it's karmic energy, right? Whoever you are, I do feel like you're in very stable energy, but it feels like, again, there's something karmic that maybe you needed to release or need to release. Not this person, right? Spirit's perspective. If you're still thinking, is this just a karmic? The mirror, is this just a karmic? I don't think this is your reading. I don't, because you had that energy, like whoever I'm channeling, you understand what this journey is about, and Spirit's kind of confirming it here, but anyway. Light bulb moment, epiphany, realization, breakthrough. Okay. I saw you. I'll talk about it later. Let's get another row. Spirit's perspective. We have messenger. Trust your inner guidance. You're going to get communication, and it's important for you to trust your inner guidance. Because I don't even think you're focused on getting a message from this person. Whoops. There's a reason why I haven't even wanted to say it, and it's not that I don't want to read love. Happiness is my birthright. If it doesn't make you happy, no thank you. Not the right time. Release it. Anything that you feel resistance, not the right time, right? Right? Messenger, movement, message, travel, visitor, delivery, green light, release the karmic debris. You'll get a green light. Remember all of that. Remember, look at them as if they are you. Progress, full speed ahead. Trust your inner knowing. Trust your inner guidance. Trust your inner knowing. Believe in your power, instinctual freedom, resilience, stamina. You'll know if it's the right time when this communication comes in. But again, maybe your expectations need to shift. Their idea of, like, it's funny because in that book it talks about it. Divine masculine energy shows up in a different way than, they operate differently than the divine feminine, if we're, anyway. But trust your inner knowing when this comes in. If it makes you feel anxious, if it makes you feel like, oh, I can't be vulnerable, if it activates, if it takes you out of stability and your anchor, right? Your body's trying to tell you, your inner compass is trying to tell you it's not the right time. I feel like if it is the right time, it'll light you up, right? With the sun on the bottom. Leo season could be symbolic. We're in Leo season right now. Last row. Last row. There's the communication card again. Confirm that communication card. We have grounding, the lighthouse. Spirit, close the bottom. We have communication. We have the lighthouse, right? Listen to your own inner guidance when this comes in. Very important. Right? Don't look at the face, look at the energy. If nothing's changed, protect your energy boundaries up, right? Grounded, if it takes you out of your groundedness, right? If this is the right time, you'll see personal growth. You'll feel it. I know that sounds so cliche, but you'll feel it. And I honestly feel like you're light calling somebody in here. Be the light, right? Shine your light. We have 5-7 here. Oh, I just want to confirm that now. Because you got communication in these two rows. I want to see Spirit's perspective of that, what you need to know. That came up so quick. Gentle. It'll feel gentle. Keep your wits about you. Stand in your power. If it's an obstacle, energetically, right? It says gentle, supportive. If it's the right time, there will be that vulnerability. 2 of Cups. There will be that vulnerability. Listen to your inner guidance. If you feel like it's an obstacle, if you feel resistance, if you feel yourself coming out of your center, it means look at the energy, distorted energy. It's going to feed your distorted energy, not the right time. One more. We have the Lion, heart-centered. Trust that. Like I hope I'm making sense. Your body will tell you. That inner compass will tell you whether the energy is still out of alignment or distorted, or if it's the right time. One more advice for that. One more. Stay grounded. There, Spirit really closed the deck that time. Stay grounded. Stay grounded. Oh my gosh. We have Hanged Man. Inspiration, illusion, spirituality, intuition. So we have Hanged Man energy. We have Gaia, Mother Earth, inner identity. It won't take you out. If it's the right time, it won't take you out of your inner identity. Stand in your strength. Experiencing duality, inner versus outer worlds. Center of everything. Balance. It'll feel balanced. Right? I got 3 cards here. On one side, we kind of got Hanged Man energy. So If it's not the right time, just surrender it. Don't try and convince this person to heal. Don't be like, well, you need to take accountability. Just release it. Surrender it. Hanged man energy. Wait. Not wait. Not wait. Surrender it. It's not the right time. On the other side, we have this Gaia Mother Earth, balanced, right? Like inner identity, grounded. And then in the middle, we have the engagement ring. Proposal, engagement, agreement. Next level, promise, partnership, statement of intent, marriage, union. And I feel like if it's the right time, again, you will feel like you can state your intentions. You will feel like you'll be heart-centered. Energy doesn't lie. You'd feel safe to be vulnerable. And if you don't feel safe to be vulnerable, not the right time. Okay? I'm going to get those pink cards because I was seeing them. I just want to ask Spirit about this communication. Let's just ask Spirit about this communication. 444, breakthrough, mental clarity, new beginning, right? You'll see that it's different. You'll see it. Contract. And it's not in anybody's contract to stay in a tarot loop, right? Spirit doesn't want you doing that. We have friendship. Friends first. So maybe starting off as friends if this is thou who shall not be named. But also making new friends. Part of your soul contract. You're not meant to be alone. And I can't tell you what it's like when you... Apology, return, forgiveness. Oh dear, oh dear. Not oh dear as in bad. But when it's in alignment, you'll feel it, right? Regret, forgiveness, conflict resolution, unintended harm. If it's the right time, there will be accountability. You'll both be able to be vulnerable. Apology. And maybe their apology isn't what you were imagining, right? Listen, I'm seeing that card now. Listen with your intuition. The intuition card in the Affairs of the Heart, that white deck. Listen with your intuition. Hear what they are really saying. They might just be saying like this much, like, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to hurt you. I feel awful about doing this. But maybe it's only this long, right? Make sure your ego's not reacting to that because maybe you thought it would be longer, right? What is your intuition telling you? Very important. Even with like new friends, what is your intuition telling you about? Or even friends that you have right now or situations. We talked about it. And maybe starting off as friends, if it is thou who shall not be named. I don't know why I keep saying that. Maybe you don't say their name. All right. Beetlejuice? I'm hearing Beetlejuice. Anyway. I just want to see what that's about for you from Spirit's perspective. Spirit's perspective. Spirit's perspective. We have perfect timing. Surprise. To remember, whatever it is, let it go now. I just saw something about Saturn and today. Remember, karmic debris, let it go right now. Something happening within 2 weeks. Remember that. Unexpected event, shocking news, epiphany, sudden positive change. I know you can't read that. I'm just showing it to you. Something happening in perfect timing. Timing is everything. Just in time, opportune moment, auspicious time. Now this says 310. No, actually it says 250. But whatever it is, happening in the perfect time. What do you need to release right now, or what have you released recently? It's making room for the new. We have a helpmate. Yay! Working together, getting support, partnership, giver. You'll feel there won't be that emotional wall there, whoever this is. I was specifically asking about that communication though. But the energetic cord won't be all bleh, right? You'll be able to work together, support each other, partnership, a giver. That's how you'll know it's the right time. You'll see positive change in you and them. I'm yelling. Perfect timing on my elbow. The helpmate. Bree, I'm seeing you in that card. Let's get a few more. Full of, that one did want to come out. Full of love, overflowing with love, new relationship, true fulfillment, an open heart. And when it's a true connection, you'll be able to be your open, authentic self. I cannot stress that enough. I've said it a million times. I'm seeing the otter. Full of love, needs nothing. Right? Adding value to your life, not draining your cup. You'll feel it. Your heart will feel open when it's the right time. And we have lucky clover, lucky clover. Beautiful. Breakthrough, mental clarity, new beginning, major victory. But you're the prize. Luck is on your side. Stop. Luck is on your side. Romantic success. Love is in the air. Love is in the air. Happy outcome. Even if it is a friend, right? Again, I've had a huge breakthrough. Love is love. Beauty, love your beauty, self-care, beautifying yourself, beauty around you, Empress energy. You've got love coming. Whatever it is. One more. That's beautiful. Arrows of love. And if it's cold and detached, it's not the right time. Or if you feel cold and detached when you get the message, it's your body saying not the right time, distorted energy. Or whatever. One more. One more. Let them come out. Crossroads. What do you need to release? What do you need to release? What do you need to release? A teddy bear, a big softie. Everything I said, it'll feel like that. If it's not that, keep going down your own path. A big softie, gentle and caring, right? You'll feel when it's the right person, the right time, you will feel it. You will feel safe. You will feel open to be your vulnerable self. And that's what you'll be met with. If you open up and you're vulnerable and somebody, you know what? I gotta say, anytime I'm energetically worried about being vulnerable with somebody, right? Or I find myself, I said, like drafting really long messages to try and explain or get my, whatever, tell them how I feel. Every time I find myself in that situation and then I tell that person how I feel, distorted energy. I'm met with Again, it's not their fault. It's just distorted energy. And I have that distorted energy within me, and I can feel it if I'm drafting and worrying about what I'm saying, right? Is this making sense? But when it's aligned with you, you won't find yourself drafting messages like that. You'll just say it. Oh my gosh, my tummy, I'm so hungry. You'll just say it. I'm really hungry. Are you eating? This is beautiful, and you'll feel it. Again, we want to get you into inner union sooner. We want to get you on your mission. We want, like, I'm going to be honest, you divines, that's truly that, my entire chant, like every reading I've done, my passion has been the divine community. And now what I'm finding is the people who aren't divines are leaving. Or maybe they are and they're not ready yet. But this is beautiful. Beautiful. Crossroads. Ascending. I'm going to say it. I was hearing preparing for union. I've been hearing it since the very first deck I picked up. We also have give it time. So don't rush to any conclusions or assumptions. Listen to your inner guidance. It should feel safe, is what I'm hearing. Preparing for union, leveling up. And if they come in, right, and it feels like there's still distorted energy, it feels like there's resistance, that's part of the lesson to release it. Like, don't try and convince them. Don't get back in a cycle. Just tell yourself it's not the right time. Protect your energy. And then you'll ascend that obstacle, right? You already know that. What do I want to get for you? Hang on. I'm going to get you one of these. And then I'm going to get you that Intuit message deck, Messages for You. That's the only message deck that I will be using from now on. And only when I feel called to. Kermit Parge the Kermics. Karmic purge, everything we said. Mirror reflection, right? If it feels karmic, it's not aligned. That was crazy pants. Ebb and flow, soul merger, that's a sign. I'm yelling, that's a sign. It's 456, you're on the right track. That is a sign. Karmic purge, if it reflects back to you that karmic energy, right, where you feel like the toxic comfort, everything we said, it's not the right time. It's not aligned with you. But we have soul merger, ebb and flow. It'll feel like that. Merging of two souls, ebb and flow. Clearing karma. You gotta clear that karma. All right, let's see what wants to come out for you. That was too funny. It's really weird because it's almost like I can feel breakthrough with karmic debris. How many times did I say it? Breakthrough with karmic debris. I'm not trying to yell at you, but how many times did I say karmic debris? When have you ever heard me say karmic debris in a reading? It's coming as a source, divine wisdom. Anyway, it's like I can feel, this is what I mean about soul merger. It's like I can feel Bree's higher self right now, like in this reading. It's strange. Energy rod. Anyway, take me home. Pathway to true love. Take me home. Isn't that a song? All I'm hearing is the Take on me. That's not the right song. Take me home. Take me home. It's there. I just can't hear it. Oh, won't you please take me home? Or am I... Sometimes I sing lyrics that are not the right lyrics. Take me down, na 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 na. You know the song I mean? Oh, won't you please take me home? Is that even a song? Breakthrough. Fast track to ascension. Fast track to ascension. Release the tethers. Get them off of there. Get them off of there. I'm telling you. I sound like this is what I mean. I feel like I can feel Bree's higher self right now. I know that's strange to say, but I just sounded just like her. I'm telling you. That's me tapping into her higher self, right? Stop it. I'm really hungry. Maybe you need to put yourself first. Where are we here? What section? This is red, I think. Stop it. Take me home. It's on page 69. I'm hearing that song, whatever it is. Oh, won't you please take me home? When you align with real love, it will always lead you home. A journey into your heart where you discover your true self. You have faced many fears along your path that have revealed the mysteries to achieving great love. This process has healed and restored your enlightened heart, helping you feel both whole and complete. You are free not only to love, but to be loved. You are finding beauty in your painful journey and realizing the true essence of unconditional love for your person, your counterpart. You are seeing the gift they have given you by taking you home, because you're going home to self. That's beautiful. As a result, you can now merge as the highest version of yourself and experience the depths of great love that you would have not known otherwise. And I'm telling you, that's Bree for me. Just like we talk about, if you're a counterpart, you know, if you know, right? You feel it. That's like, I'm hearing greatest love of all, but like I know it sounds weird. I've never experienced anything like it. It's like she's a part of me. It's so weird. The greatest love of all. That's a song, right? Is that Whitney Houston? I can't remember. Where was I? And I wouldn't have known it otherwise. If I'm not, like, I wouldn't have known it if I hadn't gone through this and healing. Tune into your heart on a regular basis. When you pay attention to your feelings, it will help you experience peace and harmony in both giving and receiving divine love. The Take Me Home card serves as a reminder to embrace your journey with gratitude, because your heart is now free to live fearlessly, right? And you will know when somebody is in the same energy. And if not, it's like, no, thank you. That doesn't align with me anymore. Right? She's done something to my soul. Let's get you one more, and then a couple of those, and then we'll be done. I feel like I've been reading for hours, right? We have unification, aligning with abundance. 9-9. Remember, mirroring. You don't need to know what's going on with them, because it's the same thing that's going on with you. November 11th, September 9th could be symbolic, or November 9th, September 11th could be symbolic. Is this red? Is this the same color? It looks like it. 9-9, unification. I actually want to look at something really quick. Hang on. I need to read this. Remember when I saw, we talked about karmic energy, but remember when I saw the soul merger, ebb and flow? I don't know why I feel really called to read it. You are experiencing a soul merger with the spiritual realms of liquid love, an invisible connection between you and source energy that joins you with your person. Through this unseen bond, you are magnetically drawn to them on an etheric plane. Their supernatural presence challenges you when you see yourself in their mirrored reflection, while overcoming obstacles in life and recovering from failed relationships that have left you with a shattered heart. The intention is to expand your emotional range, which helps you increase your capacity to feel both love and sorrow. This allows you to experience the depths of great love, that expands your heart and teaches you new ways to love. If either you or your beloved avoid facing your mirrored reflection, it will create resistance and might delay physical union, right? That's what I mean. Let's stop. It doesn't have to take years. This card reminds you that there is no separation between you and true love. Focus on finding balance within. It will create ebb and flow in your harmonic exchange of giving and receiving unconditional love. I felt like I needed to read that for some reason. Now, I got distracted. Unification. Unification. Where is it? Unification. I can find it. Unification 6-7. 6-7. Attracting abundance requires you to become one with self, creating unification of your soul. To achieve this, you have to release old stories. They're just this, they're just that. It's just a karmic. I'm not worth it. Whatever your old stories are, right? Doing so will provide balance in your thoughts and feelings and allow emotions to align with your actions. This raises your energetic frequency and helps you shift into an abundant life. Your creative abilities are coming to life as you become the best version of yourself. Yes. This card confirms that you are restoring wholeness within. Every ending has the potential to be the bright horizon has the potential to be the bright horizon in the distance in my next chapter. I'm seeing the 8 of Cups and the 9 of Cups. Walk away from whatever it is that's not aligned with you. But this is saying you are restoring wholeness within you. You're doing the work. You're becoming whole. And that's magic. That's what the journey is about. This card confirms that you are restoring wholeness within. Stay connected to your core values and stand firm in your beliefs. Exactly. Boundaries. It will help you embody empowerment. Continue to set loving boundaries and respect yourself. Remember, we were talking about that. There is no need to sacrifice who you are in order to fit in, find acceptance, or even be deeply loved, including by your counterpart. You will align with real love when you learn to just be yourself. Being your true self gives you permission to live the abundant life you want. You determine your self-worth because you no longer need external validation. Always choose love over fear. It will keep you feeling lighter in the moment. Love over fear. Anyway. All right. That was magical. That was nice. That was a nice one. Okay. I'm going to get 6. 6 cards. 6. 6 cards. Messages for you. Not from them. One from your higher self. Karmic ties. 3, 4, 5, 6. Sometimes I feel like you're speaking to me in my head. At times it triggers me because I wonder how you can see into me. Interesting. And we also have on the bottom, I've never felt love like this before. The depth of it can be inspiring, but also overwhelming. Truth. I'm not happy. What do you need to release? Remember, mirroring what I'm not happy. Karmic ties, karma, behaviors, people, or situations are playing a role. So what people, behaviors, and situations do you need to untether? Do it. It's like a common theme right now in this reading. I am walking home to you. I am not sure where I am on the path, but I am walking it. Don't listen to other people. Trust yourself to know the truth. Don't listen to other people. Don't be tempted to disconnect from source. Our connection to source is the love and healing we require for union. Don't disconnect from source. From your higher self, from your belief, right? I'm trying to figure out this connection. I've never experienced anything like it before. You as well. That's me trying to figure out my connection with Bree. No. I don't need to figure it out. It just fits. It makes sense. So there is masking here. Hiding vulnerability. I care about you even when I act like I don't. I'm hiding my true feelings because I feel vulnerable. Right? When it's the right time, you should both be able to be vulnerable. That might be one of the karmic lessons here. But anyway, I'm going to leave it here. I'm sending you so much love and light, and I'm so looking forward to our reading tomorrow. Nice. I love it. I love the change. I am light in human form. Bye. That was an affirmation.